Check out goodasused.com. It is my brand new, very own merch line. Appreciate you guys. It is quite possibly the worst boat ever made. Oh, by the way, this is a Bayliner. Might change my mind. I may be eating my hat about everything I'm saying about bow riders, Bayliners, IOs, everything. So I just got off the crab boat. As you can see, I am still covered in the bottom of the bay, all over my face, arms, shirt, everything. Here's the problem with crabbing an hour away from home. I have a lot of time to scroll Facebook Marketplace. I sometimes see things and I'm like, wow, that is terrible. I really need it. Of course, I called Riley, roped him into it. We even have Lindsay, my own wife, into this bad decision. We are on our way now to go check it out in person.
Does it run?
Does it run? Very good question, Lindsay. He said that it ran on 4th of July, then does not run anymore. Will no longer start.
So no, it does not run.
Then updated the post and said, it starts with starting fluid. Wife said I can buy a new boat for sale. $2,000 or best offer, I said.
So TBD,
all right.
I guess.
We gotta go. The problem with the marketplace these days is that he's gonna get a 10,000, I guarantee he's got 100 messages because it was cheap and said, is it still available? It was like probably 70 of them, and then a couple of them were like, well, you know, does it run perfectly? You know, can you deliver it to Connecticut?
That's the kind of questions you get when you put a boat up for
cheap. Trust me, I know. I know. We're gonna show up with cash and a truck to pull it home, and I find that that is usually a pretty good motivating factor for people to want to sell their stuff, unless he recognizes me and then he's gonna try to, you know, upcharge me probably. So we'll see. It either goes either way. People are like, oh my gosh, look McFadden, he must be absolutely rich because he's on YouTube, or people are like, holy crap, I would just like to see my boat on YouTube. It can go one of two ways. We'll see.
We're gonna hate that we love it too.
Yeah, who knows?
We're
I don't know.
embarrassed that we love it.
By all of our boating standards, okay, what a boat should be, what it should do, how it should perform, these boats historically actually are like bottom of the barrel, okay? But there's also a reason they sold a lot of them. I bet you that this boat is one of the most sold boats in America ever. They are freaking everywhere, and they are generally pretty cheap. You can get them really cheap for, usually they need a little bit of work here and there. I don't know, I'm excited. I just love buying junk on Facebook, and since you guys watch, it's freaking awesome. You guys are total enablers. I just want to let you guys know that, like, because you guys watch the videos, it enables me to say yes to more bad ideas. So I really do appreciate it. Thank you for watching, and subscribe and like the video. Also, if you actually just subscribe to the channel and then drop a comment, every single month we're giving away a box of Jimmy's Famous Seafood food. That's like chips, seasoning, crab cakes, potato chips, soup, all this kind of good stuff that are like my products that I partner with Jimmy's through. And just by subscribing and dropping a comment, you can enter to actually win that, and we'll ship it anywhere in the US. So do that. We are on our way to go look at our next possible financial mistake. Thank you, sir. $1,500. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Send me a picture. Appreciate it, man. Thank you. Got ourselves a boat. We got a boat. I mean, pretty cheap too. $1,500, dude. I should have hit him lower because I said $1,500. He said, "Will you get rid of it right now?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "All right, sold." Dang, I should have hit him at 1,000. But $1,500, man. I mean, we hit the key and it did start. It does have issues. It definitely has problems, but they are fixable problems, in my opinion. That, as of right now, is that what we think. And it came with a title for not only the boat, but the trailer as well, which is kind of shocking in a lot of ways. So we'll show you around the boat. We'll show you what's wrong with it. We're gonna try to get it running, and then we're gonna go see, is it actually the worst boat ever created? Or are we secretly gonna actually really like this boat? I don't know, we're gonna find out, but I don't know, man. It looks bad on paper, but in practice, you know, you kinda love it.
You like it? Why'd you stop?
You gotta at least put plugs in it, dude. What do you think?
John hates it.
I think you lost your mind.
You think I lost my mind?
Yes.
I mean, I agree. I mean, the whole reason for buying this boat is because it's the worst boat ever created.
It's the last boat I'd ever want.
It's the last boat I would ever want too, but curiosity has just led me to this place, and YouTube has enabled me to make it a reality. So I was just like, man, I've had so many of these, but I've never had one that actually runs or floats. I've had ones that run that don't float, and I've had ones that float that don't run.
This boat is one winter of neglect and becoming a free vessel.
I mean, it's pretty close to there, but it runs.
It fires.
We started it, we hit the key, boom, fired right up. It runs.
No fenders at all.
Guess how much? Take a guess. How much do you think I paid for title for the trailer and the boat runs?
Whatever it was, when I guess the figure, it'll be
however much too much.
Yes. I think
It's a
we paid
fine vessel with a bimini top.
$1,000 for it.
$1,500. You really are stuck in the 80s, aren't you?
No.
$1,000, man. That was half
I'm
what this thing
just
probably
I'm
cost
just
new.
giving you more credit than you deserve on how much.
Dude, this thing is a 2007, man. It's basically brand new.
Did you take it on the water yet?
No, I didn't take it. I brought it right here because I knew you were gonna love it. That's why I brought it right here.
Yeah, I love it.
I knew you just couldn't wait to see what we would show up with next.
Let's go inside.
Check it out. We'll give you the full tour. Look at this step.
It's already got.
First of all, we have Classic, the pinnacle of reliability, okay, throughout America. The Alpha 1 Mercruiser.
It's a Gen 2 also.
I know. That's way better than the Gen 1 because I've had a lot of bad experiences with the Gen 1. It's not as in bad a shape as I thought it would be. We do have a mysterious hole in the hull. I actually don't know what that's all about. That looks like...
pump.
Yeah, but it should definitely have a sleeve. It doesn't have a sleeve.
Somebody
That's just...
broke off that. It had one of those live well uptakes like the.
Yeah,
Yeah.
5200's holding on right now.
That's fine. I've held together much more important, more expensive things with 5200, so I'm not worried. You come in here, we actually have multiple features that were not base model features. These cup holders, they go all the way to the engine, and that's not only for ventilation, it also is so that you can just reach your arm in here and tighten the alternator belt and yank on wires when it quits running. And this one is so you can keep your drinks hot, because sometimes, you know, it's an all-weather, all-seasons boat.
It's a coffee cup holder.
Yeah, exactly. Coffee cup holder. We have custom interior, two-tone white and blue, custom vinyl interior.
Back-to-back seats.
I know, and it matches the other custom vinyl interior. These also, if I'm not mistaken,
Yep.
actually lay down. Look at that.
It's kind of fun, actually.
They lay down. See, John's coming around. Or coming about.
I want it badly.
He's coming about. Because, you know,
He hasn't seen the
in
best
boat
feature
terms.
yet.
Look at this, dude. Lay down.
That's dirty.
You can lay here and ponder all the life's decisions that led you to buying a Bayliner. Oh, by the way, this is a Bayliner, which is widely regarded as the worst boat ever created. We now are the proud owners of one, actually.
They
I
sold
am.
a lot of Bayliners.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I said. I said it is pretty much the worst boat ever made, yet it's probably the most sold boat in America for some reason. Let me specify. We're in the Chesapeake Bay, all right? That is a large tributary that eventually 200 miles away leads into the ocean, but it's a kind of a unique spot, so the boats that we use here are generally not boats like this. This is more of a lake boat. I'm applying our rules of and standards of boats to kind of what we do. Up here we have a steering wheel, and I do believe that might be a glow-in-the-dark center ring. We have a trim tab indicator.
Which is kind of nice.
Yeah, that I don't think works actually. We have many gauges, and only a couple of them actually do work. This, I can only imagine, what was he holding, a freaking iPad with this thing?
Probably.
dude? Probably using Navionics or something. We have kill switch with no lanyard. He did say that this sometimes just gets stuck on or off. Okay. But it does work. This has, oh wow, look, this came with a sweet and salty Nature Valley granola bar
A lot of fuses.
and lots of
gonna say
fuses.
that.
All right, so one of the things that makes this, in our opinion, the worst boat ever is because it's what we call a bow rider. All right, in the boating community, at least around here, we are really gonna upset some people, but a lot of, generally, bow riders, sometimes people that just, sometimes they don't know a ton about boating. Some people, maybe they've done their research, they love bow riders, it fits them perfectly. But generally, a lot of people that, you know, kind of don't know a ton about boats, just whatever. It's a big selling point. We call it a bow rider because you can ride up here, all right? And that means it has seats, which, actually, I mean, it's not so bad. I've never owned a bow rider, but I'm almost afraid that I'm gonna kind of like it. It ain't the worst thing.
Well, a lot of these Bayliners, they don't even use like carpet or like
Yeah.
fiberglass. They just throw this rubber mat over top of it, which in the long run, over 20 years, does keep it nicer.
Yeah, it doesn't look as dirty as I thought it would for being as old as AJ.
I mean, you know, it's got cup holders. Check it out, dude. Like,
Oh, is that a snap down cover?
dude, it is, man. Look at that. I mean, this thing, it's getting better. It's getting better and better in my mind. Maybe it might change my mind. I may be eating my hat about everything I'm saying about bow riders, Bayliners, IOs, everything. So there's a couple things that I've mentioned about this boat that in me, Riley, other people around here kind of rank this low on the boat scale, right? Number 1, it's a bow rider. Number 2, it's a Bayliner. Number 3 is what we call an inboard outboard. All right, so that is a combination between a straight inboard, like what's in the Southern Girl, and an outboard like what's on the Sea Pro or a lot of the other boats we have. So it has a car engine that sits inboard of the boat, okay? So it doesn't hang out the outside like an outboard. And then it basically has the lower unit of an outboard motor that sticks on the back that is mounted on the transom. Those are awesome, except tend to be problematic. They have a lot of kind of really difficult things, you know, maintenance things, bellows and things like that, things that could easily sink you if not maintained, which a lot of times boats like this don't get maintained. And in the bay here, if you leave them in the water or anything like that, you have your entire aluminum outdrive sitting in salt water, and they tend to just fall apart. If you're putting it on a trailer or using it in a lake, yeah, it's a lot better. But for around here, we kind of, you know, they're not the top of our list. We like either straight inboards, which means it's the engine and transmission inside the boat with a shaft going out, or an outboard where you can lift the whole outboard out of the water completely. The IO is sort of, in our eyes, kind of a, unless you're in a speedboat or doing something really cool or have some super hot engine, yeah, it's kind of crappy, kind of inconvenient.
They haven't seen the engine yet.
All right, we'll show you the engine. Look at this. It actually holds itself up, which is shocking. 3 liters of American twisted steel and sex appeal. 3-liter Chevy inline 4-cylinder, making at one time, I would probably guess, I think these were like 160 horsepower. Which, if you were to think about, you know, a 19-foot very light boat, because these things are not made out of much, you know, it'd probably shove 35, 40 miles an hour. I don't know, we'll see. It's basically a car engine though. It is a car engine that's been marinized is what they call it. Or an engine like this has no heat exchanger systems. So in salt water, you don't want to be running salt water through a cast iron engine block, right? Because you're going to corrode the engine. The salt in the water is going to corrode the iron. So usually you have a big pack on the front, and that's a heat exchanger, which means you can run coolant through the engine and then run raw water from the outside of salt water to transfer the heat from the coolant inside the engine back overboard and help out with that whole global warming thing. Here, they just run straight salt water right through the engine block. All right, so they weren't built with a ton of longevity in mind, and if they were kind of thinking, yeah, fresh water, not that big a deal. Salt water, we'll put one of these things in the grave pretty quickly. This boat's a 2007, which is actually about, I would say, 17 years newer than I was thinking this was. But it's pretty basic. Alternator, harmonic balancer, power steering, which is kind of nice, actually.
There's room for...
There's no power steering.
Yeah, there is, isn't? Oh, no, there isn't power steering, is there?
No.
Never mind, we don't have power steering. Then what is this?
One less thing. That's the gear lube reservoir that I was telling you about.
Oh, interesting.
Well, isn't there an electric pump? There's probably an electric pump.
No, that is just a cable. That's an outboard cable for steering.
Where is it?
It's right there. I'm looking at it. There is some aftermarket upgrades to this that are very common of boats of this era and this price range. So, as you can see right here, we have an aftermarket from Pet Boys, likely. Lack of hose clamp, actually. Electric fuel pump. So, the other fuel pump is right here. And that's just in case it decides to start working again, that you can hook it right back up and you're good. That's the factory fuel pump. It's a cam-driven fuel pump. But generally those things go bad, and then, you know, occasionally, depending on the guy, you'll get 2 different kinds of fuel line, 1 hose clamp when you need 2, and just slap in a Pet Boys electric fuel pump and run a switch to the dashboard, because you know what? It does work. I am pleased to see that we have a plastic fuel tank instead of a metal fuel tank, which means it probably has less holes in it than I was expecting. But the other thing I'm noticing, if you look at it right here, oh wow, we have a bilge pump that actually works.
That's all right. I could not let you finish till I checked that.
All right, so you see all this leaves and things like that. That's an indication that at one time somebody probably left the drain plug in this boat and left it for a winter or something, and it filled up the entire bilge with water. That is evidence of something like that. My thinking is that the carburetor just needs some work. So this thing has an itty bitty little carburetor on it. I'm pretty sure it's probably just dirt. I will genuinely say, in a world where everybody on Facebook thinks that their stuff is worth $1 million, I can genuinely appreciate a guy that knows his stuff is worth possibly $1,500 and is willing to sell it as such, because he probably got 75 messages asking if this thing was still available. But we were the only ones to show it with cash and a trailer, or a hitch, I guess. I knew Cy was gonna like it. You guys know Cy. He fixed the skiff. I knew as soon as Cy saw this, he said, "Oh, it's my new wakeboarding boat." And now he knows how much I paid for it. This is another, Doug DeMario would say, quirk and/or feature of the Bayliner. I'm sure it's easily fixable, but you see this entire giant mounting plate that has the fuse and the cables, the detent, and all that stuff. I'm pretty sure there's one bolt in there, and when you move this, it actually moves the throttle. So if you want to rev the engine, you can just grab this and whap, whap, whap. I like it. I think I've spent way more money on way worse boats, kind of like that one, sitting under wraps over there. The Desperado or whatever, I've forgotten even what it's called.
Ain't nothing changed. You were doing the same thing when you were 20 years old.
No, well, that's the thing.
Yeah.
That's the thing that works out great, is that I have been buying and selling junk forever. When I crabbed, the thing that I did in the off season was pedal junk, essentially. I would buy and sell anything with an engine.
Good sales.
I'm impressed with the
I sell junk.
I can't believe this trailer made it back.
Si, the trailer's the nicest part about
Got a brand new axle.
The bunk is ready to fall off. The stanchion's gonna go through the bottom of the boat.
No. Oh God. Oh wow, look, there's a zip tie holding the bunk together. That
It
is
doesn't float off.
that is freaking sick. The fenders are nice.
I actually had a trailer.
It's fine.
AJ and Tyler just got back from crabbing. Hey, what do you boys think of my new boat?
Pretty ugly.
Yep.
Did you find it at Sandy Point?
No, but there's a lot of these at Sandy Point. $1,500 and it runs.
It's the last boat I ever want to see in the yard here. But now that I'm kind of looking at it, I'm like, wouldn't this be kind of fun to cruise around?
Right? See, that's the problem with the world's worst boat, is that you kind of like it. You want to hate it, but you kind of like it.
It's got rod holders. I'm looking for the drain plug.
Dude, it's very versatile. You can go out, you can sleep on the thing because the seats fold down into beds. You can carry some friends around. It has rod holders. It has a bimini top. That's really about it. But you could do pretty much anything you want on this boat.
It's rated for
Except for sell it for $10,000.
It needs a ski tower.
The whole boat is a ski tower. I apologize in advance, John, because I have a bad feeling that this boat may end up in Si's possession.
It's gonna have a...
Somebody here is gonna fall between 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of us. One of us is gonna accidentally fall in love with this thing, dude. You can't fall in love with a Bayliner, bro. That's like fall in love with a stripper, dude. It looks really fun when your friends do it, but if you do it, it's gonna be a lot of fun for like a couple months, maybe a year, and then it's gonna cost you a lot of money and be a real problem. But somebody here is definitely gonna do it. There's enough of us that someone's gonna fall in love with the stripper. All right, check this out. This is our issue, but see, this is full of gas, and see all this junk in here? That is not ideal. That's not really what you want in your gas. Wow, I can see the low speed jet and both high speed jets like right there. That's super easy, super sweet. But I mean, that's definitely our issue. Our issue is right there. Probably turn a $1,500 boat into many days worth of fun with very little effort. Highly encourage you to do it yourself, especially if you're young. If you're like 16 and you're like, should I buy that boat? You should always buy the boat. Chicks dig boats, I'm telling you. All right, well, how do we extract that?
Yeah, you can't just flip it upside down because I'd have it bolted on still, but...
I mean, it might be, dude, it's freaking 4 bolts. It
I
ain't
know.
bad. We already need gasket maker to stick it back together. So,
yeah, might as well just pull it off.
We may as well just pull the thing off.
7/16. Get a 7/16.
Extension and a deep socket and a ratchet. That's not bad. Riley almost has this thing apart.
Need a gasket. Uh-oh. What fell?
That did not sound good.
It's okay. It's probably just a washer. We don't need that. It's not going to be perfect, but it's going to be good enough.
Did you spray out the low speed jet?
I'm working on it.
Probably just yank it. All right, so what we're doing right now is not what you're supposed to do. I cannot in good conscience, I guess, tell you to do this, but there's a chance it might work. So the problem is when we split the carburetor apart, the gasket tore. Typical, that's kind of what's supposed to happen. But we know that our local parts store is closed by now, and we bought a boat, and one of 2 best days of owning a boat is buying it and selling it. So today is the day that we bought it, and we want to go try it out.
The best thing about buying something is being able to send a picture to the seller same day of you using it.
Yeah, exactly. So right now we're getting a razor blade and scraping the rest of the old gasket off. I'm going to put a little gasket maker on it and slap it back together and see if it runs. If not, it's literally probably a $16 part, I would imagine, at the boat parts store. Readily available, but that does not bring us instant gratification. And if you're the kind of guy that is going to buy a boat like this, there's a very good chance that, you know, you're going to want the same things that we do. This boat is the Donzi Squared. I have an FC23 Donzi with an IO, which is, you know, has a lot of things wrong with it, but I bought that boat for like $1,200, and I was very young, and we had we had an illegal amount of fun on that boat for a very long time. So, like I said, if you're young and you're wondering, should I buy the boat? The answer is absolutely. All right, so the gasket maker we have already conveniently has a hole in the side. This is not ideal, but we are gonna give it a whirl. All those tiny little jets we just cleaned out, you know, could be easily clogged up with, you know, just the smallest bit of this crap that I'm sloppily putting on with my fingers.
You know, it's even more fun than putting it on. Take it back off.
Yeah, scraping it off when we go buy the gasket for it tomorrow, because we're impatient and we want to take the boat out now.
We don't want to take it out tomorrow. Tomorrow we like, screw that boat. Today, we love this boat.
I don't know, man. You never know. Cy is falling in love with the stripper over there, man. I'm telling you. He is breaking the cardinal rule. He's falling in love. Pretty bad, but it might hold.
All right, slap her together. A little ambitious there, Cy.
I don't want to jinx anybody, but also...
Don't scratch it when you throw it in. Do not, Cy. Now all we're going to sell for is $4,900.
Yeah.
All right, so we put the carburetor back together. We cleaned it out as much as we could. We stuck it back together with not the right gasket. Gasket maker, it may actually blow up. Riley, hit the key.
We bought this thing 2 hours ago, too.
Yeah, we did.
Already better. We're at 1,200. That's good enough. A 4-cylinder can only get so smooth.
I like it. Well, let's take her for a spin.
Gas gates are full.
Oh no. We're certified mechanic Riley and Cy have figured out a solution, I believe, that, you know, probably going to get us on the water. Maybe not now. We're just missing 2 bolts in the back of the plate. Just a minor thing.
Style's perfect.
Size adjusting the idle with a
I had it perfect.
Son of a gun.
Seriously.
3/8. Oh Lord, that is very dangerously tight. I understand why they didn't make it any tighter. Although that helped significantly. All right, we're not gonna tighten that anymore. It's fine.
That's better. Way better.
Way better than it was.
Put all that in the parts box. We gotta go. We got beers to drink. Wakeboards to wake.
Daylight's a perfect.
That's as good as we're gonna get.
Let's go.
Look at this. I mean, you can't beat this. I mean, look, they get 35 miles an hour with 5 head, 5,000 RPMs.
That's a lot for overhead.
We're skedaddling. It's not bad. It's genuinely not bad. Put my hat on because we have a windshield. I'm not used to having a windshield. Dude, I'm not gonna lie, I hate to say it too, but I like it. For the worst boat ever made, I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty good. We gotta see if Cy can wakeboard off it. Dude, look at that. It even makes very sharp turns. It's just like a Tesla. It's basically a Tesla.
You see how to fix this? You just gotta put that back in there every time.
Oh, mint. She's fine. Dude, I'm not lying. This is pretty good. I like it. I've never had a windshield. This is kind of nice. Burning very little fuel. More efficient than a Tesla. And it has autopilot, just like a Tesla.
I'll have might be on that side.
Oh. Cable's a little sticky. I wouldn't worry about that. It might also be the fact that it idles at freaking 1,500 RPMs.
It's 1,000. I'll idle it down.
It's fine. It's making a weird noise.
I wouldn't worry about it.
I'm not gonna look too much into it. Oh, wait. We just won't turn that wheel all the way left. We're good.
Probably Universal stretching it all the way.
I think it's fine. All right, Cy, you gonna go wakeboarding or what?
I guess so.
You ready, buddy? This will be the test. Cy's gonna go wakeboarding off this thing. And I think that if it works, he's probably gonna really want this boat.
So you know the deal, right? You like just
Thumbs up.
forward is just like in gear and you're just going. And then when I say hit it, put the hammer down, but then after you get up on a plane, you're just trying to keep it at 20.
It says empty. Wait. Sometimes you can twist these and it's in good. No, I can't twist this one.
Ready, Cy? Hit it. I think I owe the Bayliner owners an apology. This boat is kind of awesome. I'm not gonna lie, the windshield's very nice. It's kind of sick. You can wakeboard off it. She's mint. The boat's kind of sick. I eat my words. Bayliners are kind of cool and cheap.
Still have only 1,500 bucks into this right now.
That's true. We have not bought a single thing. We didn't put gas in the thing. How's the bow riding? Is it nice?
At 6 feet tall, it fits me perfectly.
Yeah, right. 6 feet. Dude,
You going now?
Not so bad, right?
Yep. Come on, you can do it.
I'm good. It's just enough watching you. JT, what do you think of the Bayliner, buddy?
I mean, she does good for a Bayliner.
I like my new boat. I know. It is a Bayliner. That was the point, though. We were buying the worst boat ever made, and it was this boat. $1,500, dude. She's a ripper.
We bought it 3 hours ago.
We pulled it apart, got it running, dude. Telling you, we've been busy since we got done crabbing.
You have been.
For $1,500, I bought way worse boats.
Oh, yes, you have.
Dude, and it's an 07. And then I realized that AJ was also born in 07. I was like, holy crap.
Wow.
That's wild. I know, that's what I said.
That's an 07.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I'll trade you.
That's
Straight
okay.
up. Straight up.
Yeah, I'll do. I'm all
Same
right.
horsepower, probably 150.
Come on, this thing's mint. We went wakeboarding off it. I mean,
Man.
it's not so bad.
I think it looks really
It's really nice. I like it.
Thank you. It's my pride and joy. So it is kind of the Honda Civic of boats. They're not nice. They're pretty cheap. But you know what? Hey, you can get them running with no tools for zero money. And not gonna lie, the Bayliner is kind of awesome. I kind of love it. And I kind of eat my words. I'm not gonna lie. I apologize to the Bayliner owners. This is the best boat I've ever bought for $1,500 that actually runs. Appreciate you guys watching. We'll see you next Friday, 8:05 a.m.